right there, man. You know what it is, man. You know who it is, man. B&Base.
Base and B.
There it is.
And my motherfucking man.
LoDaGod.
Episode what?
33.
33.
Yeah, y'all just like that. I ain't never gonna try.
Hey. Episode 33, man. We here. Hope y'all had a good weekend, a good week, bringing it in the right way. We're here to give y'all some good commentary, some good laughs, you know, for the culture, about the culture, you know.
All
DC all the way.
Chill.
5 microphones before we get this thing started. Somebody, nigga, make sure they don't steal this right. They got this motherfucker.
Yeah, got that motherfucker on the motherfucker. Hook and chain.
Motherfucker, LoDaGod.
Yeah.
You know, I had plans on hook. But I can't do it. It makes too much noise.
Got my shit
on booby trap. You ever seen Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and he was at the door shaking the keys, and all the motherfucking animals do the motherfucking hide. That's the joke, man. That's the joke. But how we gonna kick off this episode, fellas?
They know what's going on.
Yeah, they know.
Is it the smack
We
heard
gotta
around the
talk
world?
about the smack.
Is it fact?
Sorry for getting it to y'all so late. We only here one day a week, Friday.
This shit just happened.
But we got this motherfucking commentary for you. We gonna get y'all all the inputs on it. Yeah.
If y'all had to make a name for like something to put on the billboard, what would y'all name? Would it be the smack heard around the world?
Rich people gone wild.
Rich people gone wild. I mean, you got one for the job? Nah.
Rich people gone
I
wild.
got one for
You people done got too much
Hey,
money.
or let's say Ike in action.
Ike in action?
Yeah. That Ike fucked up Tina with those smacks. Ike in action.
Two dickheads. Look at it. That's all. Two dickheads. Look at it.
Hey, but man, yeah, that was crazy, man. I was about to say rest in peace to Chris Rock. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Baby.
You fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. My man don't put my dick.
That's dirty. Ain't nobody
He went
checking
from
my
a
man.
billboard to a
Nobody care about my
motherfucking
man.
plaque. You hear me? My man
That's
put
a
my
fact.
nigga on a plaque. He took him
That's
off the
terrible.
billboard ASAP.
Where's my money?
That's terrible.
That's crazy, man. But yeah,
Everybody
man.
talking about how everybody felt in that joke, bro. Will felt how Jennifer, everybody felt except the nigga who got smacked. How you care about how everybody felt except the person who get assaulted on national TV? Make it make sense.
Hey, you
Nobody need help my man out.
What you just
Security or
say?
nothing.
How everybody feels, everybody look. I saw the picture. They showed a picture of everybody's face when the smack happened, Slim. It wasn't no reaction but everybody's jaw was down. Everybody had they cut to Leonardo DiCaprio. They cut to all everybody that was there, all of them.
He really
Meryl
did.
Streep, all of them.
I didn't think he was gonna do it, Bob.
The reaction and everything, man. But
Hey, Bob, I didn't think he was really gonna do it.
are we breaking it down, bro? Should we do a lead up to it? Should we talk about all right? What did Chris say?
I don't know what y'all niggas just did.
What did Chris say? Chris is Chris Rock.
Nah, Chris said some shit that was funny to me and was absolutely true.
What did he
Motherfucker
say?
look like G.I. Jane too.
So he said,
He said, "Oh, we looking for G.I. Jane too." Fuck is her name?
Jada. But now
Will laughed.
he did laugh.
He looked at Jada. Jada said, "You keep saying she ain't say nothing. She gave me a motherfucking eyebrow."
The people's eyebrow.
Yeah. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You know what that? What you gonna do about it? The Cedric jumped off a barbershop.
Now,
You know what that jump? What you gonna do about it?
and prior to that joke,
He said
didn't
something
he say
about the
other
whole
people-
row.
The whole row.
The
Okay,
whole
just to make
front
sure.
row.
Okay, so
The front row always.
This
did.
is not an isolate.
Nope, I said that.
How do I say that?
Isolated.
Isolated thing.
He did not pick them out. I
He
said
didn't
that.
pick them out.
He did
Okay.
not just choose them.
Okay.
He went down the whole front row. It just stopped with them because he got shit slapped out.
So Will say, not Will say, Chris Rock say, looking forward to what's the movie
G.I.
name?
Jane too.
Because G.I. Jane, all them with bald heads, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She looked just like her.
Everybody laughed, right? Everybody laughed at everything you
Everybody
said.
laughed.
And you just said Will laughed also.
Will laughed.
The only person that didn't laugh was the
Was
person
Jada.
that the joke was.
She looked right at Will. Nigga, what's going on here? And he felt like he needed to do something to prove his
My
he's a
bad,
motherfucking
baby.
man.
I apologize.
He had to prove his
I
manhood
didn't
out
hear the
there.
joke.
Okay.
I didn't hear
Like
the
y'all
joke.
playing with me, man. You hear me?
When Chris Rock said it, did he show any emotion or expression? And like
Everybody
maybe I should have
laughed.
said it. He ain't try to.
No,
backtrack
cause
it.
like I said, it was all
It was
real
funny?
fast. Everybody laughed,
Kind of corny.
but it was funny. Cause
It was Oscar funny. Okay.
Oscar funny.
It was Oscar funny. White folk.
You know,
funny.
I'm goofy than a motherfucker, and it was funny to me because she really, man, Sam, they had this shit posted up. Y'all seen all the fucking memes? They had them side by side, bro. She
Yeah.
really do look like her. That's no funny. I mean, that's really funny.
She has a perfectly shaped head for a bald headed woman.
Yeah.
I give her that.
That's
that
okay.
motherfucker, yeah, that motherfucker was
But
bald.
that don't mean she don't look
Yeah.
like G.I. Jane. You hear me? Yeah,
Oh,
no,
Lord.
yeah.
Lord.
Listen,
Well, no,
listen.
I saw you in our
Pause.
league.
I know how
I saw
motherfucking
you
bother
in our
me
league. Don't hit me
because
like
you hear
that,
me. You hear me?
I don't stick this blade in.
I ain't made as much money as
My
Chris
nigga,
Rock. That's a
don't do it.
fact.
My
I
nigga,
ain't made as much money as Chris Rock. Stop what you doing.
But nah, man,
You
everybody
somebody
laughed.
else. You not gonna be able to do that yourself.
Everybody, like I'm saying, everybody laughed. Will laughed. What's the name? Looked at them. So it was nothing for Chris Rock to do. By the time he looked after everybody laughed, Will was on the stage and he was like, "Oh, what he called her? Prince?
No, call him Richard.
Richard?
Yeah, King Richard. That's what he called him. Oh,
Richard.
King
Oh,
Richard.
Richard.
And,
Oh, Richard.
and we all got our own point of view and our stances, but before we do that, let's say what we actually agree on. We all agree that Will was wrong.
Hell of on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's across the table. We all
Sure.
agree he was wrong. Do we think he should have went about it another way, possibly backstage,
For sure.
or during his acceptance speech, he could have touched on it then?
Nah.
Nope. I don't think he should have
Well,
done
no.
nothing.
He could have said it in his acceptance speech. I ain't gonna say. But as far as wanting to approach this nigga, he should have left that for after the fact.
Was Chris Rock wrong for saying that
Negative.
joke about Jada?
Negative.
knowing-
He had a joke about everybody.
assuming that he knew that about the condition.
Nope.
Assuming he knew. Let's
We
say
can't even
that.
assume that he knew.
But let's assume he
We
knew.
can't do that. We can't do that.
Even if you
We
assume
can't
he
do that.
knew, bro, no.
It's
No.
it's just because he's a comedian.
And
Everybody is
they
overseas.
and they supposedly are friends.
Her business is out there.
And she got a table. I mean, her business. She
Everybody
don't mind.
don't watch
She ain't
that,
mind
bro.
putting that she fuck all as I seen out there.
Everybody
so.
don't watch that.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody don't watch that.
Okay. Now, I'm just trying to see what we agree on before we start butting heads on shit that we don't agree on.
Everybody don't watch that.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna say this.
Everybody keep talking. He was
I'm
wrong.
gonna say
I
this.
don't agree with it.
I think Will was wrong. Everybody right here think Will was wrong, but I think in his household, I think he's the man. For the people that live in this household, his kids, his wife, I believe that was somewhat the right thing. For the simple fact that she could never say, "You ain't stand up for me." His kids can't say, "You ain't step up when mommy
I
was
agree
down."
with you with that for sure.
That's it. Only within his household, he's the man because he stood up for mom.
I agree with
Now,
you.
outside that household, it's open season for him. Everybody could come at
But
him any way they want to.
Everybody that agreeing with him.
Does that sound about right?
Everybody that
That don't
has
sound
agreed
about
with
right
him,
to me.
not to me.
Alright, so
Everybody that has
niggas
agreed with
respect
him
that.
though,
That don't
that has
sound
been
about right to me.
everybody's perspective. Everybody that has said Will was right for doing what he doing,
Mhm.
it was always because he's standing up for his wife. Respect that, Slim.
Mhm.
But in that situation at that time, that shit was harmless, Slim. And if going back to you saying that you assume that he knew, because they are supposedly friends. Like they've been on shit before. They've been on movies, shows, and shit before.
So now, if we saying that, that's cool because
So
he was
maybe the
protecting
joke was
his
out of
wife.
line, but
So
still.
now it's just cool for any random person to go stomp any comedian that say anything about their wife
Yeah.
when they out these shows, when they out here looking fucked up and crazy. Y'all sound crazy. That man was wrong all the way around the fucking board. He wasn't defending no fucking body but himself. That man wanted to go home and not have to worry about her sleeping with somebody else or fucking him up at night. That's why he did that to that other man. That's crazy.
To me,
Ain't
that
wasn't
still
nothing
goes
about
back
it
to
right.
defending his wife though.
He wasn't defending his wife. He defending himself, nigga. That's yourself, nigga. Because you don't want to go tomorrow in the motherfucking news and hear this nigga clowning her and she fucking the next man. That's why you want to. Oh, I gotta do something, and he the only nigga you gonna do something to, cause he the like man. Make it make sense. This nigga's a hoe. Will Smith, you's a fucking hoe.
I also
Everything
never,
about you hoish.
I never
I'm telling
really,
you.
I never really compared this situation to the August Alsina shit. I'm not saying he shouldn't have slapped August Alsina.
No, he
but
shouldn't.
I never really compared the situations together.
It has
I always
nothing
said
to do
it's
with
two
that.
different things.
And I always heard.
I always said it's two different things. One, with that August Alsina shit, that was her talking about that shit. It was consensual.
And
That
it
was
was
her. That was her talking about that shit. And they supposedly had somewhat of an open relationship.
They
You know
did.
what I'm saying?
Around that time they did. Because honestly, when that
was some shit she opened up about and some shit that they was going through. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This shit right here.
But again, hold on, wait, again. We gonna stop it right there. Like you said, she opened up about some shit about their private life. That man who has got himself from where the fuck he was at, damn near nobody, poor, to one of the most famous people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Already gotta hide and fight for just simple shit in his life, not to be, you know what I'm saying, out in the public. And then she come, oh well, because I'm a part of it, I'm gonna just tell everybody this what the fuck we doing. Like what? Make it make sense. And that's not affecting him. Like now he gotta defend. What do he gotta defend? He's defending what? He ain't defending shit. That's what I'm saying. Y'all keep saying he defending his wife and all this other extra crazy shit. What is he defending about his wife?
He actually defended his wife, but it was tasteless, and he shouldn't have done it right there.
What did he defend about his wife?
He smacked the nigga.
But what
The fact that she was mad and the fact that she wanted him to do something about it.
I mean, it's obvious what he
that was the
defended.
honor of his wife. I get
But it was
that.
wrong.
But it was wrong as shit.
No. So what I'm saying is, right? If you go to McDonald's tomorrow morning, right, with your spouse, she get upset at whoever's at the cash joke, right? You punch the cashier in the nose. You telling me that you right?
We absolutely saying he wrong.
Yeah, we
just
wrong.
saying.
So hold on, wait.
He
No.
was bringing the fact that he honored his wife.
So what I'm saying is, in that same situation, in the McDonald's situation, you won't say you was defending your wife?
Depending
just
on what
because
this
he was
nigga
upset?
said, yes.
Yeah, you can say
Yes.
that. You can say that.
Yes.
And through your
Yes.
actions, it was, but
Yes.
it's poor action. You going off,
Yes.
you going off bad
Okay.
impulses.
Okay.
So you could.
But
if
obviously,
The situations are different. If
obviously-
I'm in the McDonald's and this cashier called my wife a bald-headed bitch, I'm punching him in his fucking nose. But if we at the fucking Oscar and a comedian is doing his job, bro, I'm in the front row, Slim.
And
I know I'm gonna get it.
And he has
I
no
know
ill
I'm gonna
intention.
get it. You hear
And
me?
he has no ill intention.
And supposedly he my friend.
And he didn't call a bitch or
You
hoe.
know what I'm saying?
You missing
It was
what
a-
I'm saying because
Nah,
I didn't know
I know what
you
you're saying.
you not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying you
Why
just
you didn't
skipped
tell
it
me?
because I didn't say that. I didn't.
No, I just
I
don't
understand
agree
what
with
you're
you.
saying. No. Look, I'm telling you.
I heard you. I understood.
You
I
didn't
just
hear
don't
me.
agree with you.
All right, we gonna do it.
He do not fuck with Will. He came off and bugged.
I just defended him, but he's still a hoe.
Yeah, it was definitely some whole shit.
You wasn't
And-
defending nobody, bro, but yourself. You was trying to defend what you thought your credibility or what your popularity, I don't know, your public image was. That's what the fuck you was trying to defend. Just say that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to say you was defending your marriage or your wife or none of this extra hoe shit. Like, that's out of the way. You went up there and smacked that man because you got tired of everybody else in the world clowning you and for other shit in your life. And you figured this was one time and somebody that you could do it to where you felt like you would be defending yourself, bro. Just say that, bro. Don't try to put everybody else in it, bro. Because everybody else that was in it was still fucking wrong, bro. They damn self.
So if I'm listening to you, it's saying like your take is it's like it wasn't just that. It was built up shit. Shit built up. It was like built
Okay,
up shit
of
from the
course.
past, and that was like the
Of
tipping point.
course.
And not only was a tipping point, he
Of-
also saw an easy target
Of course,
that he
bro.
knew
You talking
wasn't
about
gonna
Will
do shit back
Smith?
to
Look
him.
at where he done got to, bro. You see, he obviously got some type of self-control, bro. That's not the first time somebody done said some ignorant shit towards him. It's not even the most ignorant shit
That wasn't
somebody
ignorant
has
at all.
probably said to him, and he ain't react that same way. So we not gonna go, oh, with this time he's defending his wife because the other times where he did nothing. What was he doing then? He was also defending his wife because guess what? If he goes smack these people, no. So listen, if he goes smack these people, he know he going to jail and his wife is losing.
But I'm gonna be honest. I never heard nobody ever disrespecting Jada. You know what I mean? This is the first time where it actually seemed like somebody
Chris
threw a
Rock
shot at her.
Chris
when
Rock
she-
flames her ass every chance he gets.
Now on his show, I watched his last stand up when it first came out, Tambourine, something like that, and he was talking about when Will and Jada when they was boycotting the Oscars, and he was going in like,
He was
who
blaming
cares? Y'all ain't about to win nothing, and this and that. So on his previous stand up, he was actually going at them.
trying to-
But when you say a comedian going at you, it's comedic.
That's
It's
his job.
comedy.
That's his
It's
fucking job. That's what he's
material.
paid to
If he
do.
don't do it, somebody else is going to do it, especially if it's relevant. That was relevant at the time for that joke. So maybe Will never forgot that off the break. Like, nigga, you did a whole stand-up special about us boycotting the motherfucking Oscars. You know what I'm saying? You did a whole stand-up about this shit. Now, here come an Oscars that we actually participate in there, and one of your monologue jokes is saying something about my wife, a real distasteful joke, I'm assuming that he knew about her condition. Like, he said we can't assume, but I'm going to assume that he knew, because they are friends. And this wasn't actually a secret. People within them circles know of her condition, and she has actually a talk show, a very popular podcast called Red Table Talk, where she talked about this multiple times. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually a known thing.
Not one of them. Never did I see
That's
anything
true.
about it.
Yeah, I mean the world don't see it, but but it's there. Like, it's been put out there.
Nigga way busier than me.
Yeah, that's true. Like, it's a good chance he never seen it. It's a good chance he didn't know. It was a corny joke. It wasn't the type of joke that I think Will shouldn't have done that. I don't want to make it seem like I'm making an excuse for the nigga, but when we just talking about just perspective and situations and, you know, just things that could have possibly led up to it, you know what I mean? He got hot-headed. He went off the bad impulse. He should have never did that. Stand-up guy was Chris Rock for just keeping the show going, not looking crazy, not fighting back or doing whatever the case was, because maybe that's just not within his character. But he was wrong. Will was definitely wrong. He should have addressed them backstage, and even when he addressed them backstage, it still wouldn't warrant no type of physical altercation. Now, you could verbally get into it with him, but that joke did not, because if Mike Tyson says that same joke on that same stage, he does nothing. If The Rock says that same joke on that stage, he does nothing.
Bro. If I said
the target was Chris Rock, so you know what? I'm gonna smack this.
I said jokingly, but meaningly, I said Kevin Hart, but he wouldn't have did that to no other comedian, bro.
He would have smacked Kevin Hart.
I don't got it going down like that.
It's a fact he wouldn't.
I don't.
It's a fact he wouldn't.
I don't got it. I don't got it.
It's a fact he wouldn't. The people with Kevin Hart wouldn't go went for.
He would have smacked Kevin.
I don't.
He wouldn't have.
He would have smacked.
Kevin Hart even said he would have smacked him.
So, do you think he had a flashback with a nigga that got him on the show? The reason why he left Philly? Is that why he did it? Huh?
The nigga that got him on the show.
Yeah, remember why he left the show? Why he left Philly and he went out at Bel Air with them? You know what I mean? Remember? You remember that shit?
This nigga Bird.
You know, it's like, nah, but that shit was fucked up though, man. That shit was fucked up.
I keep saying, man, it's his fault. He should have never went up there, man. But man, Slim, you cannot discredit Slim the fact that he laughed at this joke, Slim.
He laughed at the joke.
And he laughed pretty hard at first, Slim. And then he
laughed.
turned at her, bro, and the whole mood changed, bro. Like, yes, he shouldn't have went up there and smacked her, Slim. But that is off of her. That is something that happens a lot. She does that a lot, bro.
When you say she does that a lot?
Yeah.
You gotta give me another instance. Give me another instance when she did that.
What you mean?
When he was accepting his award, she gave him the okay. Like,
when?
she didn't even care that he got the award.
Oh, that don't have, I mean, we talking about her doing something that make him get up and be out of character. That's the first time she ever did that. This isn't a continue. This isn't like continuous behavior. This is the first time she did that. This is the first time she did something that make him get up and smack somebody. All that shit with August Alsina was old.
Pause. This is the first time. Stan. All the shit that she
He
put
just
out.
missed everything I said.
And
This
she acted
the
like
first
She
time
missed
she did
everything
this
I
shit.
said.
She
And
acted
it's
like
the first
her.
She
time.
missed
That shit happened.
everything I said.
All the
went
shit
over
that she
his
say, all the shit
Everything
that
she
she
did
do
with
is
August
like,
Alsina
nigga.
was on we don't know none of Will Smith's business.
The thing
We
about the
never
August
have.
Alsina thing, both of them said that, and both of them.
Exactly.
When we found out about the August Alsina shit, that was years after. We found out years down the line. She didn't fuck him 2 months before that we found out. They been reconciled that situation, and it was consensual. So it's like at this point, Will wasn't mad at August. Jada wasn't mad at August. None of them was mad at August. Because she fucked August. They had an open merge. If she fucking August, who you think Will fucking? She fucked down just now.
No,
Will is fucking up.
You're not listening, bro. You keep thinking and saying, oh, they had an open marriage. That wasn't a public thing until she did that, bro.
That's true.
Only people in their circle knew that.
That's true.
So that's the thing.
But it's old to them, though.
How is that?
It's old.
But you just
they've been doing it forever. It's an open marriage. You think niggas don't know? If August fucked Jada, you think August didn't tell nobody, nigga, I just fucked Jada? And you know how it go. Niggas can't hold water. I'm telling this person. I'm telling this person. I'm telling this person. Now, the Will out here fucking bitches. You think these other bitches ain't telling girl, you know I just fuck Will? She gonna tell her friend and her friend and her friend. So it's actually out there. But I understand what you're saying. On her show, on Red Table Talk, she really put it out there. Now it's actually platform. Because her platform is bigger. But the shit is no secret.
It is a secret. Nigga, if you don't say that no, they don't.
People knew.
If you don't say that that's what you and your wife doing, and your wife don't say that that's what you and your wife doing, bro, you can't say that people know. People around y'all are saying it, bro. That's fucking stupid.
It ain't stupid.
That's if me and so if me and Sean right now go around and start telling everybody that you and your wife right now in y'all bedroom do cocaine at night, you just gotta go with it. You do cocaine at night with your wife.
Yeah.
You can't defend that.
You a cokehead. Doing it, what the fuck am I
No,
defending?
you're not. Are you doing that now?
No.
So what I'm telling you is, it don't matter. If me, you just said you're not doing it. So if me and him
matter. If I'm doing it, I gotta own up to it. But if I'm not doing it, it's a fucking problem. They was out there doing it consensually on both sides. Right. It didn't kill him on the inside. It didn't kill her on the outside. That's why she came out and said it.
That shit did kill him on the inside. That's why the fuck he was crying.
Look,
that's
man.
the point.
And then that whole conversation, Slim. Oh, this is one thing I said about them. That whole conversation, Slim. She was basically talking like, yeah, I do what I want, and he got to eat that. So you know this shit happen all the time.
It's solidified, bro, like publicly as a fact.
I got it.
Once something is solidified publicly as a fact, bro, and you're, you know what I'm saying, in that type of business that they're in, bro, that affects them, bro. You know
I give you that. Okay, her saying it on the show
because now when he
go
to negotiate a movie or when he go to negotiate anything, he has to admit, okay, no, this is a part of my life. This is a part of my, you know what I'm saying, public perception. This is true. This is not just tabloid people, you know what I'm saying, gossiping. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That affects that man.
Let me ask y'all this: do you think it bothered him more that she fucked August, or the simple fact that she put it out there?
She put it out there, bro.
So, but he been new.
Like you said, he probably was doing what he was doing.
Yeah, they had that type of relationship.
It don't matter. It's about you putting it out, bro.
Body language, attitude.
She put it out there. Was like,
what you talking to motherfuckers?
Yeah, honestly, when that happened, I thought they was about to get divorced.
If you selling coke, bro, and everybody know you selling coke, bro, but then your whoever you with decide, hey, I'm gonna go on national TV and say, hey, I'm with this person, and yes, we sell coke. You going to jail now, right?
Yeah, but that's different.
That's not different.
You talking about coke now?
We're not. We're talking about people having a rumor and suspecting and knowing things, and then somebody coming flat out and saying, hey, yes, this is what they do. That's why mobsters and shit didn't go to jail, bro, because everybody knew that that's what they did, but wasn't nobody gonna go into court and be like, he sold me 100 pounds of coke.
I get you on that point.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you on that part. So the whole thing is, she shouldn't have put that out there. And we just talk about the August thing right now at this point. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, that didn't have. Maybe it was built up, but Chris Rock didn't deserve that.
That's a fact.
He did. He just did not deserve that at all.
No.
But the other part is that. How much do y'all hold her responsible for him smacking?
You because your people were supposed to.
How much do y'all hold her responsible for Will smacking him though?
I'm holding her 50.
I hold her no responsible.
Because like I said, to me, for me,
he a grown man.
I don't hold her responsible for that.
For me, Slim,
he a grown man.
His actions, if that was the case, Slim, all the shit I was talking about him being mad before, about him, this all him, he would have never laughed at this joke. He would have been already ready, like, oh, he done ran down this whole road. Oh, he about to come to me. Oh, I'm at him. Oh, I'm gonna be at him. This nigga laughed at this joke, bro. It was her face, her mood that made this nigga. And you keep
That's what
saying,
triggered him. That's
and
what
you
triggered
keep
him.
saying,
That's
you
what triggered
saying
him.
all the faces and shit, bro.
That's
It
what
was
triggered
one
him.
point where the shit cut off, bro. Well, not cut off, but cut away. The shit cut away, bro. And she was with the look and shit. You know what I'm saying? With the lean up. Like,
Nigga,
bro,
at first she
you
was
know what I'm
sitting
saying?
back. She was sitting back.
That's what I'm
smiling
saying.
with her, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
the trigger
chilling.
right there. That's that.
Yeah, she did
Man,
that's
showed
the
it.
trigger.
Then
That's
when
What
he
you
trigger.
said
gonna
the
do
joke,
about
she
it? And
said,
that's what I'm
huh?
saying.
What?
So
He would have just laughed at the joke.
So is it 98% Will's fault, 2% her fault?
I told you 50-50, because again, bro,
That's a half.
if she don't, he laughed at this joke. If she don't make this face or change this attitude of hers, he don't go up there. This is a laughing matter the whole time. There's no animosity, there's no nothing. It was her mood that changed his mood. You know he shouldn't have went up there and smacked her. That's him for sure. But it was her mood that changed his mood to make him do that dumbass decision. And I'm not saying that she made her no. But again, this is shit that happened.
One thing.
When this is something that happens, you know what I'm saying?
One thing-
People do what they do.
one
I
thing-
can't explain why he did it, but we
one
know
thing-
that that's a fact that
He did it
this
because
shit
he
happens.
One thing I would have seen her, I would like to see her do was grab his arm. Baby, sit down.
Man, don't grab that man.
Grab his arm, baby, sit down.
That's what you're saying will happen. You
Don't
keep
wear that,
saying
huh?
That's what I wish she would
She
have
could
done.
have thought he
saying-
was going to Kanye him. He was just going to grab the mic. Hey, that wasn't funny, or make another joke towards him. She could have thought he was going to do that.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
again, Base, you saying you seen a whole lot of pictures and shit. Did you see the picture
But it
of
still
her,
was all wrong.
or the little video of her laughing
Bunch of
right
rich
after he
folks
slapped
down
her?
wild.
I ain't see that.
See what I'm
He's
I
saying?
didn't
too
see
much
that.
money
I
to
did
be
not
acting
see that.
like
It's a real video clip of her laughing,
I'm living too good.
like turning
to be
around to the
acting
crowd
like that.
laughing after he slapped her.
Cause she
Yeah,
probably
man.
feel good about that. She probably in her mind, he just defended my honor. And that goes back to the first thing I said. In his household right now,
I
he's
agree
the
with you
man.
with that.
But
I agree
outside
with you
that
with
household, these conversations are happening. He's open. It's open season. It's
Why?
open
But
season.
that's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't he have already been the man in his household?
For things you was just saying about her publicly outing them with the whole August thing and other little issues. Maybe that made him feel less of a man within the house with the kids. Like, damn, you know she fucked August. And actually, wasn't August wasn't he
though-
friends with
so
one
we
of the
just
kids?
gonna
Even
keep
comes
circling
back to
all-
my point
We
a
gonna
little
keep
bit, son.
circling all these actions just to
her
around how
actions
people
leading to him
feel,
doing
bro.
this stupid ass shit.
Everything, this whole thing was about how people. It's his pride. His pride is all based on how people feel.
So
It's a perception of
Why ain't
him.
nobody in jail? That's all I'm trying to figure. Why people in jail? Why ain't nobody locked up or in jail?
It was
I'm
the.
surprised
It
that
was
nobody
yeah.
did
That's
that
crazy.
either.
Because Chris Rock,
in
the
jail.
LAPD, they said you want us to lock him up. You want to press
They
charges.
did say
Chris
that.
was on some, because he's from New Jersey. He was on some nigga shit like, nah, don't do it, man. Maybe Chris knew in the back of his mind, like, maybe I shouldn't.
Since
say
when
that.
the police had to ask permission to arrest somebody
And
for
that's
something
crazy.
that they can prove?
That's crazy. You're right, because I know with a female in domestic violence, they don't even allow the female to press charges, because that's how a bunch of shit kept on getting worse and worse.
I just like I said, I don't understand. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, that part I kind of
I'm
wondered. I wondered about
And I
too,
ain't reading
cause
it, so,
if a man hits a female,
They know more
they
than
don't
I know.
ask them,
Yes.
"Do you want to press charges?" No, the state is going to press charges. Period. Now maybe it's a difference, male on male. I don't know how these laws really work on that domestic shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or aggravated assault like that. I mean, that's aggravated assault. He smacked her. That's a charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, if me and you at the mall and you just up and smack the shit out of me, police ain't gonna ask me, do you want me to arrest this man? Click, clink. You going to jail. Right then and there.
That's what I just said.
Right then and there. So yeah, that's right. I don't understand that part. But I'm actually glad they gave him the that they asked and then locked him up, because I don't want to see that man in jail. I don't want to see nobody in jail.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's some shit that these two rich motherfuckers, they could sit down somewhere and they could really get over it. They could really get past it. And they will get past it. Because Chris Rock ain't a gangster. Will ain't a gangster. These are family men. You know what I'm saying? He was hot-headed. You know what I'm saying? He could definitely redeem himself from this. This was one bad moment in this man's long career. Long career. Will been doing this shit since the 80s, late 80s. This is the first time and only time some shit like this will happen. This type of shit has happened for him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to see his whole career just take a tank because he smacked this man. You know what I'm saying? I think Chris Rock will elevate from this. His shows are already selling out. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it's just more content for him now. Now he got more shit to talk
He don't
about.
even talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, he will. Eventually he will. Trust me. 'Cause that's content. That's material. He got to talk about it. He got to make light of it. He got to make funny of it. Because everybody else is going to make funny of it. You know what I'm saying? And Will is going to bounce back. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody about to
We
stop watching
live in a society
Fresh
where
Prince.
people forget shit overnight. Something
Ain't nobody
else
about to stop
gonna
watching
happen.
Fresh Prince, cuz.
Huh?
Ain't nobody about to stop watching Fresh Prince, cuz.
Yeah. It ain't about to get pulled off at TBS or whatever station it's on.
He did just drop out or drop off or something.
No, the Academy suspended him.
What Academy?
The Academy, the Oscars Academy. He was
It
part of the
wasn't about
Academy.
the Oscars. It was something else that he dropped out of.
Oh, I don't know about him getting dropped or him resigning, but
he resigned. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
He resigned from something. It wasn't the Oscar shit though.
no, he was part of the Academy. It's like, and the part of the Academy was like he's part of like the voting pool
I
and
ain't
all
know
that other
that.
shit like that. Yeah, they pulled his ass from there. He's
I
been
ain't know that.
suspended from the Academy. He was part of the voting cast. So yeah. And it's funny how, and they also said they asked him to leave and he refused to leave too.
I ain't hear that neither.
Yeah, I heard that. Will Packer actually they came to Will Packer because Will Packer was part of. They actually had an all-black production team for this Oscars, which they had on previous Oscars before. It's always majority a white production team, but this Oscars it was actually an all-black production team. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they went to Will Packer, and somebody else had said, y'all want us to remove him. Will Packer said no. They also came to Will after that and said, you got to go. Will said no. You know what I mean? So it's sloppy. It's crazy. They will get over it. They got money. You know what I mean? They sleeping good.
That's it.
You know what I mean? But damn, that was fucked up, man. You don't do that to another black man on that stage like that, Will. So you take the L on that one. You definitely take the L on that one.
That was my biggest thing right there.
You
Slapping
definitely take
that
the
man.
L on that one. You definitely take
Black
the L.
on black crime, man, on that motherfucking stage.
Because the fact remains, if that was Mike Tyson saying that same joke on that same stage,
He keeps saying Mike Tyson. Nobody would have went up there if it was Mike Tyson.
Yeah, so-
maybe Lennox Lewis or Holyfield.
so
but
that's how I
nobody
know it's more so of the person and not the joke.
Yo,
It's
say
more
Mike
so of the person and not the joke. Because if you put somebody else
All
on that
I'm saying
same
is-
platform,
Yeah,
on
the
that
person,
same
his wife.
stage, saying that same joke, he's not getting up and defending her. He's not. He
I
gonna
was
sit
about to
down
start
and he
seeing
gonna
rising
eat that
comedians
shit.
He gonna say
going to
something.
jail for
Huh?
whooping
He gonna say
fans.
something.
He gonna cry in the car. That's what he gonna do. He gonna cry in the car. He
That
gonna
was
sit
John
down
Paul
right
Shea.
there on that right beside you, bitch ass nigga. Get that about my wife. Yeah, but he ain't about to get up out that seat.
Bro, stop putting Mike Tyson in these niggas' heads. He is not a fucking comedian and he ain't about to be up
Y'all
there
ain't never
saying
seen
that
Mike
shit.
Tyson do a stand up?
Fuck no.
Yeah, my man funny, man. His whole voice alone is funny, man.
He did a stand up.
He did a stand up. Mike did a stand up. Mike did a stand up, man. He was talking about Holyfield, yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah, no bullshit.
He
He
was
was
talking about how he bit my man ear off. Bro.
yeah, man.
I bit his ear.
Uh,
Fucking crazy. Fucking time,
yeah, but we all agree that shit was it was some fuck shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was some fuck shit, man.
Y'all got too much money, bro, to be that angry.
Kill me.
Over a joke. A joke.
Kill me, son.
Let me ask y'all
They
this.
gonna say y'all ain't gotta
This
have feelings, but
this
no.
is the other part that gets me too. When they say they made black people look bad. Do y'all
What
feel
they
that
got-
way?
What do they got to do with making black people look bad?
Do y'all feel that way? You don't feel
I
that
don't.
way. What about you, B? Honestly.
That's what I'm saying. It's somewhat sorted, but it's really like. That's what I'm saying when I say it made us look bad. Like,
I don't. It made them look bad.
Yeah, bro. I
Know
know
what I'm
one
saying?
person represent
Ain't no way
black
in hell-
people as a
No,
whole,
no,
just
hold,
like they know
listen to
one
me real quick.
person represent other
Yes.
people as a whole.
I hear you, Stan. I hear you, Stan. But put this in factor. You know, all the Oscar shit has always been black, white. Like, you don't never get black people this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? You don't have enough black people in that town,
Mhm.
so black people stop going to the town.
Mhm.
So now they got the whole black little
Production
production class.
crew,
You know what I'm saying? They giving Samuel his first joke. You know what I'm saying? Niggas missed that. They gave Samuel his first Oscars all this fucking time.
Sam Mill won an Oscar that night?
See what I'm saying?
For what?
I can't even remember. I just know he won the
That's
shit,
his
bro.
first one?
First one, bro.
No, wasn't that Will's first one too?
I can't
That was
even say,
Will's
but I was
first
about
one.
to say
That was
they was
Will's
giving
first
Will
one.
his.
That was Will's first one.
Denzel was there. You hear me? So,
Yeah. That
so
was
to
Will's
put that
first
in
one.
factor, Slim, and then black on black crime, Slim, on
Yeah.
that stage and that audience, Slim, after they, I ain't gonna say after they did that for, you know what I'm saying? But
It was a bad
we
look.
trying,
It was a bad
like, it's
look.
crazy.
It was a bad look. It was definitely.
I definitely not gonna say they did that for like they was giving us something, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm
It
saying?
was a bad look. It was a bad look.
Cause we could definitely do our own show, but that shit still was terrible, Slim. But that's how I feel about it. Go.
If Mike Epps up there says the joke,
Okay.
does he get smacked?
That should have been the funniest shit in the world.
No.
The joke would have been way more funnier.
If Cat Williams is up there, do Cat Williams get smacked?
No.
I keep telling you,
Huh?
man, how you gonna say Cat Williams and then say you gonna smack Kevin Hart? Why would he not smack Cat Williams, but smack
Because
Kevin
Kevin
Hart?
Williams is on. I said it's Cat. I keep saying Kevin Williams. Cat Williams is on camera. He got Cat Williams on camera getting fucked up.
Yeah, but-
a 14-year-old then fucked
Choked
him
out
up
by
out
a
there.
child.
So I'm thinking
He ain't
he
just
would
let
have
no
smacked the
grown
shit
man
out of him.
slap him though.
The little nigga held him up though.
I mean, any grown man in their right mind see that they a millionaire and they on camera, not about to L out a 14-year-old. I mean, that's just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to save
Through
my
in the face,
millions.
he did get up and walk away.
I'm
But
gonna
he
say
did get
my
choked out by
millions.
the-
They ain't just got up and walked away. This nigga
You
ain't do
right.
shit, bitch ass nigga. Got up and smacked him and just walked off. Like, my man Chris Rock say, Will just smacked this shit out of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, yeah, you did. We know. We don't need you to say it. We saw
Yeah,
it.
we seen it.
We
We
saw
saw
it.
it clearly, dude.
He
Yeah.
was there.
But for sure, I seen some funny ass memes, but I wouldn't have never seen it. I seen one post say, I mean, I never knew about the Oscars if he hadn't slapped that man, and that was for sure.
That's for sure.
I never knew about
I
the
would have
Oscars
never
if he
known
hadn't
about
slapped
that. I
that
don't watch that shit at all.
I ain't know about the Oscars in about 4 years.
I don't watch that shit at all.
Shit crazy.
I barely watch the Grammys.
Man,
Barely.
I ain't watched
Barely
the
watch
show
the
in a
Grammys.
I
while.
don't watch none of it.
I ain't watched the show in a while.
I don't care that much about it, man.
Yeah, but
I
that.
don't care who win awards for movies and all that. As long as I like the movie, man, and I can keep going somewhere to watch it, I'm good and satisfied.
Mm.
I'm
That's
a horrible
crazy,
fan. I'm a horrible fan.
Yeah, I ain't in it like that. I ain't into it like that, man. But that just
You
wasn't good.
can't be people's favorite color.
That was
is,
not a
favorite
good
food is.
Should
what
we
they
pour
like
out
to
some
go
liquor
at
for
on
Chris Rock?
vacation.
No, he's still here.
Why you keep
I
getting
think
my
still
man?
Keep
Still
trying to
just
end my
keep
man.
giving my man RP sign, bro. This
No.
nigga burned out, bro.
Damn, man. He's
You
still
ain't
here.
even slap him that
He
hard,
ain't
face.
Hey, look, it's two funny things
You
right
ain't
now.
even slap him that hard,
It's
man.
two funny things right now I want to say, Slim. First, I said that, Slim, like, man, getting slapped by another man, Slim, that shit is embarrassing, Slim.
Facts.
Getting slapped, Slim.
It's
The
right.
second thing, this shit way off topic,
His
Slim.
ear was probably. I've been smacked before. Your ear get hot.
Yeah.
Everything get
Ring.
real warm.
It ring.
His face was like this side was a microwave.
Yeah, you
I'm
seen
trying
that
to
shit,
tell
you
you,
seen
that
it?
shit was hot. The shit get
His
real
face
hot
hot.
on this side. I've been smacked my mom before. Wow!
Wow.
The fuck am I in the Twilight Zone? The fuck happened, mom? God damn. You lift weights?
Yeah.
Fuck
And it's a similar
Oh,
situation
really-
because you definitely can't swing back.
It really make you see the little circle Jones, the little light circle Jones.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
know
I'm
Diddy
talking
that smack. I think Diddy smack all the kids most of the
Everybody.
time.
But you know the little light circle.
I can't tell you.
Swing back.
I know on the TV shows and shit when the nigga get
Chris
slapped,
Rock
they
like,
get days,
damn,
and you see the
this
little
smack.
light circles and shit, the
Yeah.
little circles and shit. I know my mother would definitely slap me and I seen them, Joe, the little light circles. She bow, damn.
I was about to go outside and play football, but I
Oh,
don't
hey,
already got
hey.
hit hard enough.
Nigga grab his head, whole head hurt.
She got real hot.
Get you the blanket.
Hot, mom. Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit wild. That shit wild. But we gonna leave Chris Rock alone.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna pour no leg out for you, cause as I just found out, you still here with us.
This nigga burnt, man.
Mm.
I'm about to go ahead and grab my little cup and I keep forgetting it. But this ain't for you, Chris. This ain't for you, but this for me, cool.
Oh, we about to have a moment of silence for him?
Nah.
That's why everybody got up? Fuck it.
Nah, you
Everybody
keep
bow
trying-
your head for 10
You
seconds.
keep trying to kill my man, I'm just saying.
Oh, we back. We back. We back.
My man gave him 3 seconds.
Hey, but in other news, my motherfucking mom let go of my man. I fuck with the Chiefs.
Tariq
We
Hill?
don't- Why?
Why? I don't know why.
Can we replace him?
Y'all got
Is he replaceable?
No. But y'all, well, time out. Let me not say no. Because I seen one of my homies that I went to school with, he made a post, right?
Uh-huh.
And it kind of makes sense. Now, I'm not saying that he's replaceable. Let me
That
not
shit
say
hurt me, man.
Let me not say that I'm not saying that. Because Tariq Hill. But you can put other people in his position, like real fast motherfuckers, just run down the field and beat the defense. Because that's the majority of it, what it was. Now, granted, after the catch, he's a whole different monster.
Whole
what I'm
nother
saying?
monster.
It's a whole nother monster. But if you run it down the field and you wide open, like a lot of his shit was, most of his shit was, you could put Mikael Hardman, they still got him. Like I said, Juju Smith ain't super fast. Smith-Schuster, but they got him. They got Josh Morgan.
As long as they team getting worse, that's good for me. Because I don't even watch sports. I ain't watching.
Are you a Niners fan?
You're a fucking Broncos
I'm a Broncos fan. And the
Oh,
Chiefs
you
is
in our division, nigga.
So anything that's gonna make y'all worse, I'm good with it.
Oh, you
Even
got.
though I don't still watch.
You got Russell Wilson over there though.
Mm-hmm.
You got Russell Wilson over there. You know, y'all had Sierra on the sideline. You know what I'm saying?
He played with the Broncos.
I still think they hyping
that's
him up.
they ain't his motherfucking team.
Nah, that's his team.
They ain't his team.
He just don't be looking at football no more.
Oh
I
Lord.
told you.
But that was definitely his team when we was young.
I stopped watching
just
live
ain't been looking
TV
at
like
football.
4 years ago, bro. I don't watch no live TV, so I don't have no like live in the moment.
You know,
Not
this
even
nigga
the
not
news
lying.
or the weather.
I'm gonna see if I'm close. You start liking the Broncos that 98-99 season when they had Terrell Davis, John Elway. But I don't think you like them because them. I think it's because of them games. Was you playing them games, the 10-64 and shit back then?
I only started liking the Broncos because of the colors of their uniform.
I was just about to say that.
Okay,
too.
that's
But
tough enough for me.
at the
That's
time,
tough. That's tough. Them jobs are tough. I ain't
this
gonna-
was the offensive mob. At the time, we had John Elway, we had Shannon Sharp, we had Terrell Davis, we had Ed McCaffrey was the wide receiver, and it was another wide receiver.
Ross
we had
Smith.
though Ross Smith.
Ron Smith was
Yeah.
a running back.
Ross
No,
Smith
he wasn't. He was a
fucking
wide receiver.
I'm thinking about
Ron
Robert
Smith.
Smith for the Vikings. Ross Smith.
That was our offensive.
Oh yeah. Ross Smith was so. But Ed McCaffrey was that nigga.
But
You said Ross Smith was so-so, Ross Smith was their number one
I
receiver.
really only started liking them because when
Then
my
y'all
father
had
was showing me the teams,
Atwater
they
back
had
then,
orange
too?
and blue.
Yeah, man. Broncos
Yeah,
was
that
no
orange
joke
and blue
back then.
uniform.
Nah, was it Atwater or was it Bailey? I think Atwater was earlier.
Atwater was back then.
I think Atwater was before.
Nah,
that.
he was on that
He
98,
was on that
99 team.
Oh, okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, isn't the Broncos the last team to win 2 straight back-to-back Super Bowls?
Fuck no.
Patriots did it.
that.
Patriots did it, right?
Yeah. Patriots did it twice, I think.
It won it back-to-back twice under the
I
Brady
think
area.
it's twice, yes. If I'm not mistaken,
Jeez.
it's twice.
But you know what? Has
they
this
did it
not
twice.
been the most craziest off season in the NFL in a long time? As far as retirements, unretirements,
Who
acquisitions. Big Ben retired.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger retired.
I can't remember a whole
Phillip-
lot of names.
I
but
think
know it's
Phillip
a lot of
Rivers
people that
retired, right?
He
Phillip
retired.
Rivers-
None of these niggas,
Phillip-
but in my book,
Phillip
they
Rivers
logos.
retired.
That's a fact.
Tom Brady came back out of retirement.
He retired and came back in the same offseason.
Motherfucking Russell Wilson went to the Broncos. Tyreek Hill left the Chiefs. Von Miller signed a hell of a contract.
Von Miller went to somebody else too.
Who did he go to?
Von Miller? Who the fuck did Von Miller go to?
I can't think of it at the moment.
Who
I
the
can't
fuck
think of
did he
it.
go to? Is it not the Raiders?
I thought he signed back with the Rams. I thought he signed back with the Rams.
No, Von Miller went to the Seahawks. I mean the Broncos. No, he did. I'm sorry.
He came from
Wrong person. Somebody went to the Broncos. I
Von
can't remember
Miller
who it was.
used to
Did
play with
y'all
us.
pick somebody up?
No,
The Niners ain't picked nobody up? I thought y'all got rid of Jimmy G.
nah.
Jimmy G
We
is
still
still there?
got him. Yeah, we still got him. Somebody went to the Broncos though. A defensive end went to the Broncos or a linebacker. I can't remember. It's a good
I
play.
can't
It's a
think
good-
of it
it's a
either.
good one.
But this off season
I
been
can't fucking
fruitful.
remember. Yeah,
Been a
all-
real
it's
fruitful
been a lot of
offseason.
moves too. Devontae Adams went to the fucking
That's
Raiders.
the other one.
Kill. Went to the Raiders.
Soon as they signed
Somebody
Aaron
else went to the
Rodgers to
Raiders.
that deal,
He
he
rolled
lose
out.
his weapon.
Somebody else went to the Raiders. But the only good thing is they got 2 good picks for him.
Bruce
and
Arians stepped down.
And Bruce Arians stepped up.
He stepped up. He stepped up. Yeah, he stepped up. He stepped up. You're right. He stepped up. He
But
stepped up.
the good thing about the Packers, like I was saying, they got 2 good picks, and there's a lot of good receivers coming out. Now, Devontae Adams is Devontae Adams, but you got, I think you got a couple guys that could possibly be top tier receivers coming out.
The Redskins, formerly known Redskins Commanders, got Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
I hope that work out for us.
I do hope that work out.
I hope that work out for us.
But I still hope they draft somebody. And I ain't saying this is the best motherfucking quarterback draft, but I still hope they draft
So
somebody.
you telling me that these people's name is the Commanders?
Yeah.
Don't do me like that. don't do me like that, man. You know, it's a shitty name.
So why they ain't go with the Red Wolves?
That's you know how you make your teams so mad. I think one of y'all said this last time. You know how you make your teams so mad and this shit. That's like some shit you would have named.
That's
your
what
team
I was
on
about
Madden.
to say, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
The Commanders.
The funny thing is, bro,
that gotta be one of the
if you
Jones
play-
from Madden, bro.
I was
like
just about to
99
say,
or 2000,
nah,
bro.
listen to me, bro. If you play Madden right now, bro, and you get the chance to move and shit, and they give you the option to move, bro, I think if you choose London or some shit, one of your choices is the Commander. One of the states you get to choose. One of the choices of the team names is the Commanders.
I think so, Slim.
Slim, the shit
I
terrible.
think this is even a conversation I had at work, or I thought I had here with y'all, because this is not our first time talking about their name on this podcast.
Why they couldn't be the Commandos?
I guess
That
the
shit
name
sound
don't
better.
matter, bro. I guess the name don't matter, bro.
But I
I
the
told them
Commandos sound better.
They should have kept the
Long as
Washington
the people
football
play
team
good.
until they won something. You had to be deserving of a name change. Our home team ain't deserving this shit right now.
I
They ain't
agree with
giving
that.
this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got a second team, the Chiefs. It's damn near my first team. Dumb motherfucker.
49 is definitely my first team. I just like to root for the home team.
Gotta go for the home team, man. The last team that gave us something good was the hockey team. Motherfucking Ovechkin and the boys.
Yeah, before that was the baseball team. How the fuck the baseball team be open
They
for
knew.
8 years? Yeah.
They knew.
It's like, no,
Wizards ain't giving that shit. Redskins ain't giving that
Some
shit.
niggas been out for a little second now, though.
Oh yeah, now.
I ain't even realize that. That
Now.
means I'm getting old, bro.
Hey man, have you ever been inside the stadium?
When I
In
can
that
say,
stadium?
when I can say,
That was nice, man.
I've been in that jump.
That was nice, man. That
I've been in
was
that
nice.
jump
Man.
like twice.
It was shitting on RFK and FedEx Field. That jump some shit. But that motherfucker nice, man.
I've been to FedEx Field twice too. That jump is some
That
shit.
jump some shit, man. No bullshit. That's no bullshit.
All
I
that
don't know what
money
the fuck's
they
up with
get.
that shit. Rag glass shit there, man.
That shit was saying, everybody saying it was nice when it came out.
I
That
say
shit about
it's
20
just
years
too
old
old.
now, ain't it? About
Yeah.
15 or something?
Not
like
about
that?
20. Nah, they moved. They was on FedEx Field like 98, 99. Yeah, 98, 99.
Oh yeah, that shit old.
Yeah. They've been out there for about 23 years. FedEx RFK is a thing of the past. They actually about to knock it down.
Okay.
They actually about to knock it down. They already got plans. It's actually Councilwoman what's her name? Eleanor Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
She actually made a proposal for her and Rob Snyder. I said Rob Snyder. Is his name Rob
Dane
Snyder?
Snyder.
Dane Snyder.
Nigga,
They-
call my man
called him
Duke
that.
Bigelow.
Yeah.
Duke Bigelow, man, Bigelow.
But
Nigga,
Dane
Bro,
Snyder.
got the arrow shot in his foot.
Jiggler.
Yeah.
He already burned out.
Eleanor Holmes and a couple of other council members, they was actually making a push for the Commanders to come back to DC. But it was other council members that was like, nah, like why would we spend all these taxpayer money
On these bums.
on these bums? But he ain't say it like that though. But for real, that's what it is.
On
On these
these
bums to
bums.
bring it here. Like why would we spend all these taxpayer money to revitalize this one section when they only got 8 home games a year? We're gonna spend all these taxpayer dollars for a team that only play 8 home games a year. Then not only that, once the season is over, you only want to use the stadium for big venues. It ain't like big shit come to DC all the time. So if y'all billionaires want to spend y'all money to do it, go at it. But if you want to take our money to do it, scrap that shit. You know what I'm saying? And at first I was with Eleanor Holmes, but when I heard it was the councilman, he actually represented the Georgetown area, Porter Street, all that shit, Connecticut Avenue. I forgot the white dude's name, but he made a lot of sense. And honestly, I didn't want to go with him, but I couldn't refute what he was saying. I just couldn't do it. Especially me talking about spending our money. That's no bullshit. But yeah, fucking bums. Fucking bums, man. Fucking
I
bums.
think that was some
And
of
just
the
to put that in
problem, though.
perspective, I understand that all of y'all got way more money than me. And a little more athletic than I am, but I'm putting in perspective of the other athletes. So that's compared to the other guys with money and athletic abilities. Y'all are bums.
Speaking of councilmen and statewide and shit like that, the House
I really
passed
think,
the
though, it
bill
could be your man, though.
to
They just don't know how to
federally
own a team.
legalize
That's why
marijuana.
The Washington team don't win, bro.
So can't nobody get locked up for it no
They
more.
own or retire.
So it passed the House.
They don't even know how to own.
It's gonna fall in the Senate though. So we're gonna still be getting harassed with bullshit. But they trying. So if you ever wanted to talk for the Democrats, they actually passed the bill on a federal level to decriminalize weed all over. Because at this point, like it's legal in the states, but on the federal level, it's still illegal. That's why they can still raid your shops, still burn your little weed farms down whenever they feel like it. Like, our shit got to be the most confusing shit in the world, son. When it comes to state and federal, it's just so fucking confusing.
It's not, bro. It's just you just gotta understand the legal terminology, bro. That's all it is. Once you actually take the word that they saying and look up its legal definition and not the definition that Merriam-Webster might have or that your teacher might have gave you when you was in school, then you can understand. It's all simple, bro. That's why I say it's decriminalized. When you say it's decriminalized, that means it's still illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that means even
It's still stipulations,
even the state where it's at, it's not legal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
You're
can
right.
only possess this amount of it until it is legal.
What is it in
You see what I'm
DC?
saying?
You
That's-
can have up to
But
an
that's
ounce on you?
and that's all. Yeah,
But it
I
can't
don't
be
know.
bagged
I think
up,
it's
though.
two. I think it's
2 ounces, yeah, but it can't be bagged up.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, because I guess
But
once it's
that's-
bagged up, it's
that's
like
what
you,
almost-
now you are distributing.
That's with almost anything though, bruh, because you know what I'm saying, you see like when the pandemic, you know what I'm saying, started, they was locking people up for going out and buying all of the paper towels or buying all of the wipes and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying, like anything that you attempt to like hoard or whatever they try to do or something like that, they can say it's illegal.
It's something on the books for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's something on the books for it. Yeah. Did you realize last month they just signed into law that lynching is illegal? Was y'all aware of that shit? All these
I
years
believe
this shit was legal.
Somebody just
It was
said that
legal.
shit at work, man.
It was
and I was
legal.
like, what?
Last month they just passed it. The House and the Senate just passed this. And I'm like, it's illegal. It's crazy. It's sickening.
Hey, back to my fault.
It's sickening. Like to know that that's the climate. Like, but why? Everybody say why am I surprised?
It's not-
Why am I surprised?
Look what
Why
we
am I
at,
surprised?
bruh.
Why am I surprised?
Look what we had, bruh.
That's
They
some
just
wild
be
shit, man.
out there running their mouth with this first world, second world, third world, all this other shit. Boy, y'all niggas is just as corrupt and wicked as the rest of the planet, huh?
America takes the cake. They would destabilize a country in a heartbeat. Just as Venezuela, just as Nicaragua, just as Ghana, Kenya, Ethiopia. Like, what the fuck did they just give Ukraine? 13 billion?
For what?
Aid. Military aid. You know what I'm saying?
13
Food. 13 billion. You know how long Ethiopia been fucked up? You know how long Cambodia been fucked up? You know how long motherfucking a few other African nations been fucked up that they won't give a buck to? But Ukraine get into this shit with Russia and they throw them the bag off the bucks. I know you supposed to love your military and you know you're honoring your soldiers and they fighting for us, but man, they ain't fighting for us, man. They ain't fighting. 13 billion. 13 billion. What Park say? You got money for wars, but can't feed the poor. It's true,
Damn.
man. It's a young nigga right now
Why they
on the
need
outside of
13
McDonald's.
billion? Where they money
Soon
at?
as you pay for your food outside of McDonald's, there's a nigga on the other side. Not on the other side. Soon as you grab your food, there's a nigga right there. Hey man, you got $1 for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a nigga right now. When you walk up to the 7-Eleven, young nigga trying to hold the door for you. Hey man, give me a sandwich. Give me $1. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, right?
Sad, man.
What's crazy, like this the whole Russia-Ukraine thing,
I
right?
ain't
It's
never heard
full
nobody
circle,
for
right?
food.
Like,
I
now
know.
listen though, right? Like, this was a couple years ago. It's probably like 8 years ago, probably 8+ years ago, right? you know what I'm saying, I'm dealing with this model I know or whatever. And she from the Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And she tell me she from the Ukraine, but you know I'm American and I'm halfway slow, so you know what I'm saying? When she say it,
halfway slow.
Yeah,
I just want to say this nigga slid this jump across the table like a bartender slip. Yeah, I used to see the little
Like
Dos
barber
AKs
shop and
commercials.
shit.
Yeah, the little Dos AKs commercials and shit. Yeah, all the time. See, I ain't smooth with it.
Just spend
My
that little.
nigga, my
Yeah, little-
nigga shit slid right across the motherfucking table like that bitch was on some wheels. Kill.
Oh, no, but go ahead, yo.
So you know I'm halfway slow. So when she say the Ukraine, I don't know exactly where it's at, but I'm picturing in my head like, all right, I think I know a little bit. You know what I'm saying, like geography and shit. So I'm like, okay, so you know, you pretty much like over in Russia, y'all, you in Russian and shit. She went smooth off on me, bruh. Like, you know, don't ever call me no Russian. I understand why, bruh, but now I see. Like, it took this long.
I thought them shit was.
They was part of Russia.
I was just about to say that.
They
like,
was part of Russia.
I thought. Now
30 years ago, no,
So
40
you know
years
I'm
ago,
burnt.
they was part of Russia. It was
ain't-
called the USSR.
I ain't 40 years old. This how you
They
know
was
I'm
part of
burnt.
Russia.
I thought,
Maybe
I
she was
definitely
too
thought
young
that
to
was
know her
like a
history.
city in Russia.
But you wasn't wrong for that.
Or country, whatever.
These, I don't care. See, we got,
Sure.
when you look at these maps and you see these lines and these borders, those are imaginary lines. When I ride from here to Maryland, and you look, there's no fucking line. When you ride from here to Virginia, there you see that little line you see on the map. It's not there when you ride to Alexandria. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking red light you go across.
You can't tell the
You know what I'm
police
saying?
that violate that.
Yeah, I mean, we put it there. But at the same time, we the same people. So, I'm from D.C. I say I'm a Washingtonian. You could be from Maryland. You a Maryland. But we the same motherfucking people. Same thing over there.
Fuck is
From here to there, you say you Ukraine and you Russia. Nigga, 100 years ago, 150 years ago, y'all were the same people. But due to political means and redistricting and all this other shit, drawing the lines, you automatically, now you separated yourself. But you are the same. If you go back in your history, you are the same.
But now
Your cousins are the same.
You can't say that though, bro.
I could say that.
No, you can't, because
I would stand on that.
once a people actually decide to be a people, bro.
Decide to be a people.
Yeah,
You are a person. You can decide you are.
So then you British, nigga. What are you talking about?
No, I'm African.
You not African.
I am African.
Africa wasn't the first nation on the planet, bro. What are you talking about?
This is where we originated from.
No, how can we originate from a place that it didn't exist?
Africa. If you mean it don't exist, it's there.
It's there. It's there now, but it wasn't
It was
there at
always
first.
there.
But it wasn't
South
there at
Africa was
first.
always there.
You're not
Kenya
listening.
was always
It wasn't
there.
called South Africa. Is what
It
I'm
wasn't.
telling
It
you.
wasn't even called Africa.
That's what I'm telling you.
But that landmass.
So
like
then
that
so
landmass.
you have
I'm
what you
from
say
that
you are.
landmass.
So you just nothing.
A people.
So you just nothing.
No, I'm human. I'm African. I identify.
You can't identify, bro.
Why can't I?
You just said that they can't identify.
No, I'm saying 50, 40 years ago, they was part of that.
It don't matter, bro.
I'm saying our
And
shit go back
however many-
thousands of years.
But that's how it don't matter.
This
Many
is
years,
scientifically
however many
proven.
years ago, the people that was there said, "Hey, look, I'm not there anymore. I'm a different people."
And they could run with that. But scientifically, you can't separate a Russian and a Ukrainian. But scientifically,
Yes, you
we
can.
can actually go back and see that, oh, these people originated from this geographical spot, which is actually, they call it Africa. Who knows what it was called then? But this is where we started from. This is factual. It's the difference between you just saying, oh, I'm going to call myself blood. I'm going to call myself whoop-de-whoop. And versus what it actually
So what would it actually be?
What you mean? Explain. That's
I
what it
mean,
actually
you know,
be.
you just said.
Okay,
that
well, let me explain it then. Pretty much, this is my belief, and the world belief. Everybody originated from Africa. This is
But Africa
world-known
don't
fact.
exist, so how can we?
Africa exists.
How can we
Okay,
originate from a place
when
that
you
don't
say
exist?
Africa don't exist, are you just saying the name or the location
Yes,
itself?
I'm saying the name.
Okay, well, let's just take the name out of it. I'm gonna say we all come from this specific place.
What
That
is
we
this?
all
No,
branched
because
out.
that's the argument.
I don't know
right
the
there.
original name.
But no, that's the entire.
I don't know the original.
So then that's the argument. That's the entire argument that you saying, bro. That's the entire Russian and Ukrainian argument, at least from the argument that we give right
I'm
here.
saying genetic makeup, brother.
this is where we started from. Now it's obviously known that when you move into different spots
No,
of the
so
world,
what I'm
geographically,
no, it
if it's cold, your
so
skin
then-
is going to change.
So then that's
There's no
what I'm-
sun.
so
You're
then
not
that's
getting
what
no.
I'm- that's what
It's
I'm
changing your
telling you.
melanin.
So then that's what I'm telling you, bro. If you want to take it that far, then you the same as a Russian, you the same as a Chinese man, you the same as anybody else on the planet, because like you said, everybody originated in one place.
Originated there.
Exact. So then Russia don't exist, China don't exist, none of that shit exists.
I just said that. But maybe we got caught
So
up
then
in our
you-
explanation.
so then you
somewhere.
can't
'Cause
say
we talking
that-
about
then-
two totally different things.
No, then you saying that
we talk about
all these other
somewhere
different
along the
shits.
line we got crossed up.
No, you got crossed up. You saying
somewhere
that
along
we
the
can
line
be
we
all
got
of
crossed
this, and
up.
I'm telling you that we
I'm
we
saying a Russian and a Ukrainian, when it was the USSR, they had the same traditions. They had the same culture.
But
they
before
spoke
they was
the
the
same
USSR,
language.
though, bro, they
After
was
the
somebody
war,
else, is
and
what
they
I'm
broke.
telling you.
What were they?
I don't fucking know. I ain't
The
care.
nomad
I
people?
don't care to reach back
The
that far
Vikings?
looking. No,
Neanderthals?
they was somebody before they was the USSR. That's what I'm telling you. If
That
you
is
saying
true.
that
That is true.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is true.
Okay,
If
then.
you go back, it goes
So
back
then
further.
then if you saying that the people right now can't, you know what I'm saying, say, oh well, I'm not this. You know what I'm saying? Then you.
I mean, they could say that.
Then you gotta
They
accept
could
it.
say
And I'm
that.
saying you
I was
gotta
just
accept
saying
it.
the young lady that got offended, if she was to go back a little bit more, she probably would understand where you was coming from. Because at one point in time, 40, 50 years ago, they was one. That's my only point here.
But
You
no,
know what I'm
that's-
saying?
but-
Maybe she
but no,
didn't
that's-
know that.
So no, that's what I'm saying. That's what.
But she raised in
you
a
gotta-
generation
you gotta
where they was
listen.
acting separate.
So then that's what I'm saying.
So she identifies with
she's
that.
not Russian. She's Ukrainian.
Yeah, she
because if she
identifies
wasn't
with that.
born 50 years ago in the USSR,
She just wouldn't
don't
understand
have
it.
USSR customs. She
Yeah.
have Ukrainian customs, which are obviously different than Russian customs.
God, the same.
It can't be the same if these people's dropping bombs on these people's heads.
Hey,
Are you
I
crazy?
just want to say, Bass, I'm only gonna say that I'm say a little bit of what Lois saying, only because I only know about a little bit. I experienced it a little bit about the Russian and Ukraine shit. As a guy that working my job now, I thought this nigga was Russian. I'm not gonna hold you. This nigga said, hell no, he was beefing about it. Yeah, he Turkish.
Yeah, exactly. They
Like,
definitely
man, he was beefing about it.
And I get that in my own household. My folks is from Nicaragua.
That's my man. He a cool
I cannot
motherfucker.
call her El
cool
Salvadorian.
motherfucker.
She'll get pissed off at me. But I would have the same conversation with her. I was like, you know, y'all part of the same landmass. You know what I'm saying?
say
Through
that.
colonization, through the Portuguese, through the Spaniards, y'all been, they
Well, just know at some
y'all
point
took
in
on
time-
their identity. They separated y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like you Mexican, Argentinian,
People separate
Venezuelan.
themselves,
You know what
bro.
I mean?
Like
Like
this nigga base gonna get jumped, man.
People
I'm trying to
separate
tell you, man.
themselves
This nigga
through
be on the
culture.
wrong
I mean,
side
it's
at the
a
wrong
history
time.
to it. I mean, it's all about your entry point. If you start from 1950, if you start from 1900, 1830,
All right, so
you're going to have a misperception.
So-
You got to start from as early as
You
as
can't
history
start there
allows
if
us
you
to.
ain't born there.
No, yes, you can, because it's history
You
on
can
it.
know about your
Now,
history,
also,
but you
now,
can't go back
also-
and be
now
like, yeah, I'm
also
living
that
this way
history-
because of my
Now,
history.
also, that history isn't 100% accurate, but we got to take what we got. So it's murky in a way.
I don't get
but
it. I always say you
it's
can't.
all
history-
about your entry
History
point.
is the past.
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? Like
So-
if you speak to an African American that only know about shit that happened from civil rights, from the civil rights era on up, he's going to have it's going to be a lot of holes in this shit
This nigga
because he only
base gonna be
understand
in
from
the group
there.
of
You got to
Japanese
start
people and call
back.
them
Your
chicks.
entry point
Go get
got
his
to
ass
start
whooped.
back. It helps
You
you.
hear me? Them chicks gonna beat the shit out of you.
No, because it's a
You're gonna
fact.
be in the group of Japanese people
There's
that call them
things,
chicks and they gonna whoop the
there's
shit out of you.
things you could use to actually back this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Let's say like you starting from
You can't back
1950.
chicks
You starting from
You can't
1950.
back that up.
But if I'm
You can back
starting,
his point
but
up, not Sean's.
if I'm starting from 1600, I'm gonna have a deeper understanding. It may go over your head, but I'm starting from a different entry point. You see what I'm saying? It's
Oh, I
different.
heard you.
It's
What?
different. It all depends
I
on
can hear
where you choose
Pass
to
is
enter
the
from.
goddamn pass. I entered in 1990,
You know what I'm saying? It-
baby. I
just
didn't
like-
enter in
I'm-
It's
1800.
just like the young lady who he was speaking to. Her entry point was probably from
No,
1980
I'm
up
trying-
until now.
I'm trying
But
to
what if she
understand
speak to
yours,
an
though,
elder?
right?
But what if she speak to an elder
All right, cool.
who
Nice
entry
to
point
know
is
about
from
the
about
history.
1500?
Appreciate it.
it's going to be a little bit more complicated.
I'm
and
trying
it's going to be
understand
harder for
yours
her to
right now.
sink it in.
Nice to know about the history. Appreciate it. Good look on the intel.
I'm trying to understand about
Appreciate
yours right now. So, you said that no matter what a
I can't
person,
slide, girl.
no matter what
Say
a
what you working
person
for, nigga,
does, no matter what a person believes, thinks, says, they are what they are, depending on where they're what, born or.
Yeah, I'm Decenian.
Say it again, love. Say it again.
You saying that we all, like, you say we all humans and we come from one place, right?
Yeah.
You saying that on the basis of what? That all the people that you know of, original people at that time, were born in this one place, or they lived in this one place?
My belief is that we all originated from one place, then we
Well,
migrated
originated,
out.
But I'm saying, you saying originated
And that
like
place,
what?
and I'm gonna call it Africa.
But I'm saying, no,
Washington,
okay,
D.C.
if we
I'm
call it
gonna call it
Africa, if we
Africa.
call it
Washington,
Now,
Africa,
what it was
no.
called previously, I don't know. We already
We're gonna call it
we already went
Africa
there.
for the
Stamp
sake of this
that. I'm gonna
argument
make a
right here.
picture.
Alright, so for the
Stamp
sake of this argument, we're gonna
I'm
call
gonna
it
put it in
Africa.
retro form too.
What
Yeah.
makes an African an
I'm
African?
gonna put it in Polaroid form and shake it up.
Were there only people in Africa? Were there
My own
no people
conversation.
in the other places of the world, or were there no other places of the world?
Due to fossil findings, the oldest fossils, the oldest human remains.
Y'all went back to fossils.
I mean, this
Nigga,
you
they
got
just
an
found the
entry point.
dinosaur fossils. Y'all talk about you.
The oldest humans remains
They done found the
are
transformer.
found
you
in
ain't
the
seen it?
continent of Africa.
They found the
So,
transformer.
the
bro.
human entry point has to start from the spot where the oldest human fossils was found, which is Africa.
Nigga, they found
Now,
the
there are old fossils in Europe,
Hold on,
old
hold on.
fossils
Alright,
in
so hold on,
China,
wait.
but they don't date back
Okay.
further than the
Alright,
fossils
so wait,
found
hold
in
on.
Africa.
All right, so hold on, wait. So stop the conversation right here. We can hold the conversation right
Let
here.
him do his thing.
We can hold the conversation right here.
Yeah.
At the fossils, right?
Mhm.
We had the fossils. That's in Africa.
Yes.
Are those fossils?
Was it the
Oh,
giant
no,
fossils?
wait. No, that's what.
Let's talk about it.
Are those the same fossils? If we go get those fossils, are they gonna have the same exact bones and DNA and genetic makeup as you and I?
It's gonna be different. It's different.
So then, how can you say it's a
It's
human,
different.
bro?
It's human. The skull, the makeup of the skull, you can show us a brain. Which
A monkey
smaller.
got a skull like a human's.
Yeah, but now they also explain that too. Everything is explained. Now, if you believe it or not, that's up to you. Now, through nutrition, our brains grow. You know what I mean? And things like that. We evolve.
Other stuff too.
We evolve. We evolve. Everything
just
evolves.
nutrition.
Humans evolve.
Not just nutrition.
Not just
bro.
through nutrition, but through nutrition a lot. You know what I'm saying? We evolve. So them fossil remains, it ain't gonna look like my skull. It's gonna be smaller.
It's not.
You know what I'm
nutrition
saying?
a lot,
And things
but
like
that's
that.
not
The bones is
that's not
gonna
the
be
main
smaller.
thing, bro.
You know what I mean? So it's similar. These are human bones.
It's not,
Human
bro.
remain, and that's what it's
People's
classified
People's
as.
nutrition has been changing since the dawn of human existence, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. And our what we call
Genetic makeup?
what we call humans, as far as us, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Homo, whatever the fuck we are,
Homo sapien.
whatever the fuck they call us, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. As far as we can go back and record the history, our DNA and DNA and makeup ain't changing. Our bone structures and shit like that ain't changing and all that. And our diet is all the way fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's all the way changed.
It will change.
You know what I'm saying? So then why we ain't evolved? Why we ain't, you know what I'm saying,
We
changing?
evolve.
What are you talking about?
We evolve.
How?
You got your Chinamen. You got your Europeans.
What
You got your Spanishmen. You got
That ain't
your
got
black men.
nothing.
That's
That ain't got nothing to
evolvement.
do with their eating, though, bro. That got to
You
do with their
evolve.
ge-
You
that got to do with
evolve.
their
You evolve
geographical
through
location.
pigmentation.
That has to do with their geographical location.
You
not
evolve
with
through
their
head
eating.
texture and things like that.
That's
You
their
evolve.
geographical location, not what
Exactly.
they're eating,
Your
bro.
geographical location is part of the evolution of man. It's part of it. Everything has its place.
So what I'm saying is, bro,
I'm not saying
you
you're
really,
wrong.
you really telling me that you really believe that there's a difference between an African elephant and an Asian elephant. That's what,
What
you're telling
the
me?
fuck?
I'm not going that far. I'm talking about humans.
What the fuck?
I'm talking about humans.
What the
There's
fuck
nothing I can say about it. There's nothing I can say about an
What
elephant.
the hell just happened? They got those?
It's nothing I can say about it.
I'm really trying to
There's
understand.
nothing I
That's
can
what
say
you
about
need.
an
Is that
elephant.
what you telling me, Base?
No, I'm
They
not
got
saying nothing
those?
about an elephant.
Man,
I'm
you
not saying nothing
telling
about
me.
elephants. I'm talking about
They just
humans.
born
Now,
on
if we
the
talk about
no,
humans,
no.
I can continue the
Fuck they
conversation.
talk about now.
I cannot
What's the
back up
difference
anything on the
between
elephant.
the
Maybe
same?
you
It
know
was
more
all
than that.
on
on
the
elephant. So
continent.
I'm gonna have to
One
listen to you on
Africa
that.
just blacker than the other one.
But when we come to a human,
That's
I can
it.
engage in that
That's all.
conversation.
And they got
But
some
when it comes to
albino
that
jobs,
elephant,
you hear me?
you
That's
got me.
all.
You got me.
That's
No, I'm asking you.
I don't know nothing about that.
They,
I don't know nothing.
They
I don't know the
testing
difference
it.
between the Asian
Yeah,
elephant
well,
and the
yeah.
African elephant.
Well, what
Maybe
I'm
there
saying.
is a difference.
So what I'm telling
tell
you
me.
is no. So
One
right,
of them got stripes or
Maybe,
something.
maybe
what-
it's a difference.
So what I'm telling you is right.
Tell me.
But
where-
I don't know. I
where-
can't talk about what I don't know.
We're
Tell
we're in logical sense, right? We're in logical sense.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make sense then that a human, which you saying is one species,
Mhm.
just like elephants is one species,
Mm-hmm.
is going to be different because one of them is from Africa and one of them is from fucking Asia?
Geographic location.
But then you just said it ain't no difference in the elephants. You just said the African elephant ain't no different than the Asian elephant.
because I don't know nothing. I don't know that much about. No, I can't sit here and dissect the difference between the Asian elephant and the African
Cause
elephant.
it ain't none.
But I can sit here and tell you the
Tell
difference
me.
between an African and a European.
But what I'm saying, no, what I'm saying. So, look,
and that's through
so,
pigmentation.
all right, so listen, hold on, no.
hair
So
structure,
listen,
hair
so listen.
texture,
That's, nope.
the
Nope.
type of nose, the lips.
You switching
everything.
it. You switching it because you switching it now. Because
No, I'm not
you
switching it. I'm
because-
just saying I can engage
So
in
I-
a human
So
conversation.
if
but a giraffe,
I'm-
an elephant,
I'm
a
asking
bird, you got me.
I'm asking you, if you read the information right on the elephants, right,
Uh-huh.
and you get the information and you know the difference between an Asian elephant and an African elephant, like you know the difference between an Asian man and an African man.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to then say that Asian elephant is a different animal than the African elephant?
If I have data to back it up, yeah, I could engage in that argument. I have something to back it up, but I don't have nothing to back it up.
So what do you have to back up that a Asian human is different than an African human? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Genetically, blood, we all mammals. Warm blooded, we're mammals, pretty much. The difference, the distinction, climate changes this, climate changes that. We evolve.
Your geographical
It changes.
Just because you change don't mean you evolve, bro. What are you saying?
That's the what are you saying? Can you repeat that again, please? I want you to hear what you just said. Just to say everything you just said. Just because you change
Just
don't mean you
because
evolve.
you change don't mean you evolve, bro.
That's literally the definition of evolve. You change. To evolve is to change. To change is to evolve.
All right, so then what you telling me is when you go from having
I mean,
black
is
hair,
that not
no,
true?
when you
Is
go
that
from
not-
having
before-
black hair to gray
No, no,
hair,
before
you
you
evolve into a different
continue,
person.
before you continue, can we at least agree on that?
When
To
you go
evolve
from
is to
having black
change.
hair like you got
To
now,
change
having
is to
gray hair,
evolve.
You evolved into a different person.
Hold up, people.
When you was a child, when you was 3 feet tall, to now when you have a my
Jesus
bad,
Christ.
you how tall you is, you evolved to be this tall.
Yeah, he grew. He
You know what the
evolved.
definition?
Yeah. What are you talking about, love?
Just pull up
Technically.
the technical definition of evolution then. Because you tripping if you think
I
that's
don't
the
know the
technical definition of
It's the
evolution.
change.
Shit just
In the
sounds-
essence, if you dumb it down,
Which ain't no dumbing it
If you
down.
dumb it
Ain't no
down.
dumbing it down.
To develop gradually, especially from a simple to a more complex form.
Sound like
Like,
same
come on
shit.
now, bro. Come on.
so
now,
as
bro.
an infant to now,
Sound like the same
is
shit.
that not it?
No. You got the same functions that you had when you was a baby. You ain't grew no new function. You ain't been able to start flying.
So your brain don't get bigger. You don't develop.
No, all you
different
do is
tastes,
take
different
all
senses,
you
your intake isn't
No,
different.
you just take on more information.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. My dick got bigger
Whoa.
What the
from a baby.
fuck?
From now, I evolved.
What the
My
fuck?
muscles got bigger.
Bro,
My head
bro,
got bigger.
what just
I
happened,
evolved.
man?
I
I
evolved.
don't know where the conversation went.
It's true. I don't get it. I don't get it.
So all elephants evolve.
Pull up the-
all
pull up the
animals
definition of
evolve.
evolve.
I believe.
All rocks
I'm
evolve.
gonna be
That was
honest.
evolved?
If I
I
break
believe-
this table
I'm gonna be
down
honest.
from being this table and break it in half, it's evolved.
I believe that. I believe that.
This man is tripping.
I
He's
believe.
tripping.
I believe an
I'm not
elephant
Give me
most
that
likely.
shit, man. You drunk. You're drunk.
Did you say you're not
He's drunk.
Hey, the
change?
truth
The
is,
man just said
elephants
it.
came from something, right?
So no, listen. You just said change. So if I break this table in half, it evolves.
Replace
No, it's broken.
Something
You
else,
broke it.
especially
It's changed,
something
though.
of the same kind
It
of-
changed from a
Same
tree
thing
to a
right there
table.
now.
No, it changed.
It changed from a tree to a table.
It changed from a
Or
table
maybe
to a table.
maybe
That's
granite
it.
and maybe a stone, granite stone to a table.
I don't know what it evolved to. You tell
I mean,
me.
you brought it up. You tell me. I didn't bring that shit
I
up.
didn't say it evolved.
You
I would say
did.
that it's a broken
But you know,
table.
I simplify
It's broke.
everything.
Yeah, I'm not going. That's
You
a bad
did.
analogy,
You
bro.
just said it would
That's
evolve.
a bad analogy.
You
Oh,
just
that's
said
what I was
change
saying.
is evolution. That's what you
Brother,
just said,
That
bro.
was a bad analogy.
No, you got a bad definition.
That's a bad analogy. Why would
You
you
just
bring
got
a
a
table
bad-
into it? You
any-
said if I break the
anything-
table, it'll evolve.
That's
That
how
means
it's
you broke
broken.
it. That's
how you're gonna
destruction.
sound whatever you say.
That's
Agree to
destruction.
disagree. It's okay.
It don't
that's
matter
destruction.
what you say with
Don't
destruction.
confuse
It's okay.
destruction with evolution.
It don't matter. That's all evolution is. That's all change is destruction. You tripping?
No, it's not.
Oh, you just said your
No,
dick
I'm
got
not.
bigger, nigga.
I'm
Your
not.
skin had to stretch and grow for it to
Hold
get
on.
bigger. That's
I'm talking about
destruction.
that.
That's not destruction. That's evolution, and it was pleasure. Are you crazy? Destruction hurts. As my shit grew, boy, yeah, baby. I was in a motherfucking murder swinging. You tripping? That's not destruction. My pride, nigga, you crazy or something?
Bro, I hate
You
the
are
fact that
right.
my lips was just dry. I had to lick my
Bro.
lips while that nigga just
Jordan
said
just
it.
said
I was trying to
change
lick my
is the
lips like
definition
shit.
of
I'm beefing.
definition of
I'm
evolution.
beefing.
That's crazy.
That shit
It's
is
in
not
there.
really good.
That's crazy.
It's-
So that's what I'm saying.
If
Look,
you dumb it down,
hey,
that's
look,
what
I'm about
it
to
is.
evolve this later, y'all. I'm about to evolve it. Oh, it evolved.
What the fuck?
It evolved. I evolved the lighter.
Viewers, y'all
I'm
see
the
it.
king of evolution.
People, y'all see it.
I'm
Y'all
the
see
king
it.
of evolution.
Leave your comments on
I
it.
changed it.
Y'all take a side. Is
I
bass
changed
tripping
it.
or is low tripping?
I changed it.
You know,
Didn't
I
he
want
say
y'all to
something?
pick.
We
We gonna leave it to the people.
No, I'm
I
asking.
don't know.
We gonna leave it
Did
to
he
the
not
people.
say that was the dumbed down definition? If
It's
something
changed.
changes,
I
it's
personally-
evolution.
To
No,
evolve
no,
is a
not you
change.
personally.
No, I'm about to
asking
tell
him.
you. Personally, I didn't hear that conversation because I was talking to Doc.
Alright, cool.
Oh, he just took himself out. His
Alright,
name
cool.
is Bennett. He ain't in it.
Wasn't I talking to you?
His
name is Bennett and he ain't in it.
Alright, cool.
I was talking
His
to Doc.
name
All
is
I'm
Bennett and he
saying
ain't in it.
If
When
you
they
gonna
see
say
this
that the
video,
definition
when they
of
see this
change
video,
is
they gonna see
evolution.
me over here. When I get
That's
to
pretty
myself,
much what it
right
is.
with you, I was
People,
over here.
Alright,
leave
so
your
look,
comments
So Don,
and let
right?
us know.
Don, right?
Are you
Don,
team base
Don,
or are you team low?
just do
You
me
going
one-
with the
do
God
me
or
one
you going
favor.
with the base?
One favor, I'm about to prove a point. This what he said. He said change is
God
evolution.
on the base, hashtag.
He said that
Leave
this.
a comment.
Hey, look, he said that this.
Who you with?
This wasn't a good analogy. The other one wasn't a good analogy. I'm about to show him how nothing is going to be a good analogy because what he's saying is crazy. Just hit that light switch for me right quick.
What is happening here?
All right, so look, boom, that's changed. The light just changed. So what evolved? Did we evolve or did the light evolve?
Did the light change or did she turn it off?
I'm just saying, it's
See, you
changed.
can't just do that, Lo. You can't
It
do
don't-
shit like that in there, Lo. You can't do that, Lo. Hey, Lo, this is episode 33.
Now it matter what changes.
B&Base.
Oh,
Y'all
man.
have a wonderful day.
Oh, man.
Wonderful day.
God,
He's
help
killing
me.
me because he's killing y'all.
God,
I know it
help,
is,
man.
but it's all love at the end of the day. B&Base, Base B, Lo the motherfucking God.
himself.
right there.
Leave a comment, people.
The God himself. Man, say change.
If you want Team Base, I see
Nah.
your bag of weed.
Nah.
Get it, motherfucker.